President Biden has given Ukraine the green light to use long-range American missiles for attacks inside Russia. Today, warnings of a possible world war are emerging after this approval, which allows Ukraine to target deep into Russian territory. There's no doubt that the United States is facing challenges in Ukraine. Even regions like Kursk, which were briefly contested, are now back under Russian control. Meanwhile, Trump's potential return could signal a shift toward ending the war, something his supporters are confident about. But for now, Biden's decision to send these missiles capable of reaching deep into Russia seems more like a media maneuver, perhaps just an attempt to create headlines. Mr. Dean, why would Biden, who is on his way out of office before Trump's potential return, make this move now? Biden is entering the lame duck period of his presidency, where his influence is waning. Trump has promised to end the Russia-Ukraine conflict, a stance that resonates with many. But for Biden, the historical record matters. He wants to leave his mark. From Washington to Jefferson, each American president is remembered for certain achievements. So what has Biden accomplished? For 410 days, he supported Israel fully, yet the threat to Israel's security is as high as ever. His approach in the Middle East has faced many criticisms, and his strategy seems more about escalating tensions than achieving peace. On Ukraine, Biden's approach has also raised questions. By committing so much ammunition to Ukraine, he risks depleting reserves that are strategically placed in Europe. What if Ukraine falls or is defeated? In that case, this move could backfire, especially if it only serves to provoke Russia further. Elon Musk, who has been described as America's real president in terms of influence, has warned that Russia could retaliate against Ukraine's deep strikes, leading to severe repercussions. Russia's vast territory and military strength mean it can respond in kind, even reaching close to Polish borders where NATO forces are stationed. Putin's Russia won't sit back. It has the capability to answer force, with Putin himself likely to view these actions as an eye-for-an-eye situation. Many are now watching Trump, who could potentially restore relations with Putin, lift sanctions on Russia, and undo what has been done. If Trump were to take office, all of the losses America and Europe endured might appear to have been in vain, with hundreds of billions of dollars spent and countless Ukrainian lives lost. Many of these soldiers were effectively used as human shields for American interests. Without a change in policy, all of this could be rendered meaningless, strategically falling into the water as if nothing had been achieved. Meanwhile, reports are emerging about a new Russian weapon that could change the course of the Ukraine war and perhaps even impact global stability. The Russians are utilizing decoy drones in a manner that harkens back to Saddam Hussein's tactics. During the Gulf War, Hussein created wooden tanks to fool American aircraft, which bombed these decoys, thinking they were real tanks. The Russians are now deploying similar tactics, sending out swarms of dummy drones mixed with real ones, making it difficult for NATO's air defenses to identify and respond accurately. This tactic is causing a logistical nightmare for Ukraine and its NATO allies, who are now left guessing which drones are real threats and which are mere decoys. The truth is, this is all just a game. These so-called drones don't even have engines. They aren't fitted with electronics or explosives. There's nothing in them. It's just a game. You understand? It's a serious problem. 75% of this is theatrics, with 25% uncertainty. It's practically impossible for radars or gunners to distinguish, creating total confusion. The Russians have advanced a lot in this war. They've learned much, and it's clear they're rapidly developing their technology and industries. And naturally, they're not doing this alone. They have their close ally, Chinese technology, aiding them. Together, they're overcoming the technological monopoly the Americans once held.